ago, I happened to see a programme about Georgia and it really caught my imagination, so I decided to come on over here and have a look at it for myself. And so I'm going to go on a journey of discovery all around Georgia, and I'm inviting you to come with me. Hello, I'm Katie Miles and I'm here at the launch event for Discover Georgia. I'm going to introduce you to the Minister for Tourism, the head of the Tourism Department, the head of the British Chamber of Commerce and the people involved in making that crazy woman in Georgia. And they're going to tell you all about tourism in Georgia and our programme. We're going to be on air soon, so make sure you're watching us. So for our programme called Discover Georgia, we're going to be taking people all around Georgia and showing them some of the great and interesting things. We want to show that it's reasonable and a fun place to be. Have you got any suggestions about places that I can show English-speaking people in Georgia?
Absolutely. I think what's interesting about Georgia is that it's a small country geographically, but it has so much to offer. I mean, we're probably one of the only countries in the world that has 9 different climatic regions in this small geographic location. So it's very easy to enjoy subtropical climate, and on the same day, in just 2 hours, to travel to alpine regions, which basically means you can swim and ski on the same day. Mm-hmm. When I usually have guests from Western Europe, from UK, from US, and they, have a limited time to see Georgia and to see different locations. If they only have one day, then I spend some time with them in Tbilisi, in the old town of Tbilisi, and then we also travel to Mtskheta, which is the very old city located right next to Tbilisi, and it's only 20 minutes away, so it's very easy to see the new part of town and the old part of town. But if you have more than one day, then it's essential to visit the wine country, Kathie. And it's also a couple of hours from the capital, so it's easy to move there and move back and forth. And to visit the coast, Batumi and Anakli, our new resort. And also, if you have a week, then I recommend you visit the mountainous areas as well and enjoy hiking and skiing in the winter.
So Mako, you work for the British Georgian Chamber of Commerce and you're involved in everything going on in Georgia. You're now involved in our programme. What have you got to say about that?
We are very excited, to be honest, because British Georgian Chamber of Commerce was established 4 years ago, and the main goal is to promote the trade between Britain and Georgia. But I think, the best export Georgia has is culture, history, wine, and the huge potential to develop the tourism. We are very proud and very honored, to support the program, and from our part, we will be contributing in bringing people like Isabelle Legeron or other celebrities, from UK, making more documentaries, and I'm sure you will be as a program involved, and basically do our best, in helping you to promote the Georgia all over the world.
So Isabelle, as a fellow Georgian broadcaster, who's also done a similar programme, a tourism programme like ours, what do you think of the role and impact of these programmes are for Georgia?
I think the impact of that crazy French woman in Georgia has been very, very positive. It's only been broadcasting for a month internationally, and we've received lots of great feedback, lots of people who actually now think,
you're the head of the Department of Tourism, and we're making a programme called Discover Georgia about all the great places that Georgia has to offer tourists to come and see. What role do you think the programme has to play in promoting Georgia?
For Georgia, it's very, very important to increase the awareness on international markets as a tourist destination, because right now it's not very high, especially in Western Europe or in America or Asia. Therefore, it's very important such projects to establish and to create such projects to promote Georgia and to promote Georgian tourism industry.
it seems really appropriate that I'm here right at the birthplace of Tbilisi. According to legend, King Bahtang Gorgasali shot a pheasant out of the sky, and the pheasant fell into a boiling sulphur pool and magically cooked in his eyes. And at that point he laid the first stone of Tbilisi right here. I'm looking out over Old Tbilisi. It's a lot of small streets with really interesting architecture. And what's really interesting is as I stand here, I could see Christian church, over here is the mosque, and just hidden behind that building is a synagogue, all within about a 200-metre radius. The old town is still a kind of melting pot of cultural and ethnicities. And I'm stood here in the grounds of Church Mateki, where Saint Shushani is buried. A book from the 5th century says how she sacrificed herself to Christianity. Christianity is such a big part of being here in Georgia, and actually as I stand here I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 churches just by my eye alone. That's one of the really intriguing things about being here. And just up on the hill behind us is Sameva Church. Sameva literally means the Holy Trinity, and this was funded by some Georgian businessmen, and they even gold-plated the roof. It's a really kind of key representation of how important Christianity is here. Now I'm going to take you down into the old town. We're going to go and have a look at some of that architecture and some of those balconies and just see what's going on here. I'm here in the sulphur baths right at the very heart of Old Tbilisi. These were originally built in the 5th century, and what stands here today is a reconstruction. However, they are still fully operational. Tradition dictated that a bride-to-be would be brought here by her future parents-in-law, and they would strip her and then check her out before they allowed her to marry her son. I'm very pleased to say that this no longer continues as modern practice. And I'm here outside the oldest bathhouse in Tbilisi. You'll see that this incredible mosaic design all dates from the 16th century. And this plaque up here states that it was one of the favourite haunts of the famous Russian novelist Pushkin. I'm going to go have a look inside. And so I'm having a look inside. I'm coming into one of the bathrooms through a big lobby area. And I'm going to have a look at the sulphur bath that comes from water that comes from 2,700 metres deep, right up out the earth, and gets to the surface naturally hot. Oh wow, this is an absolutely lovely temperature, and it really doesn't smell too sulphury. And you get this all to yourself. And then just through here is a Finnish style sauna. Whew, which is really quite warm, so I'm not going to stay in there too long. But then you get too hot, you can plunge yourself right in here into a lovely cool bath, which is all your own. And also, as part of your private experience, you get a stone slab which you can lay out on, and someone will exfoliate you and take off all your dried skin, and you will emerge from here feeling fresh as a daisy. Wow, I'm really blown away by the incredible beauty of the mosaic tiling in there. And it seems like a lovely place to come have a soak at some point in the future. I'll definitely be back. My Georgian friends told me to come down here and check out what they call the Balneological Centre, which I would think of as a spa. I've been told that the sulphur baths here have some incredible medicinal properties, so I've come down here to speak to Mr. Nicholas Saakashvili, who's the director of this facility, to tell me all about it. Nick, what properties do the waters have? What kind of things can they cure, and how often do people need to come here in order to get the medicinal properties of the water?
უფრო გასაგები რომ იყოს არა ქართველი მაყურებლისა და მსმენელისათვის ამ დაწესებულების სახელწოდება იშიფრება ასე: თბილისი სპა. ეს არის საერთაშორისო ფაქტურად საერთაშორისო სახელწოდება და წარმოადგენს უძველეს დაწესებულებას, რომელიც დაარსდა 1937 წელს. ეს არ არის არც პოლიკლინიკა სტანდარტული, ეს არ არის სტანდარტული საავადმყოფო, ეს არის უნიკალური სამედიცინო დაწესებულება, რომელსაც მე დავარქვევი დღეს ჯანმრთელობის სახლს, რომელიც ემსახურება ყველას ჯანმრთელებს რეაბილიტაციის თვალსაჩინო, პროფილაქტიკის პრევენციის თვალსაჩინო, უფრო მკვეთრის მისაღებია სიტყვა პრევენცია და ასევე ადამიანებისათვის, რომლებიც არიან დავდომილები და უყვართ სიცოცხლე.
So Nick, let's say I was to come here with my husband. What kind of service could you provide us?
ჩვენ შეგვიძლია შემოგთავაზოთ გოგრის წყლის აბაზანები. შემოგთავაზოთ სხვადასხვა ტიპის აბაზანა, გოგირდოვან მარგალიტოვანი აბაზანები, არის ასეთი მოდიფიცირება, სამკურნალო ტალახის აბაზანები, აპლიკაციები, როგორც დაავადებულთათვის, ასევე პირველ რიგში ჯანმრთელთათვის. და ტალახი, რომელიც შემოგვაქვს საყოველთაოდ ცნობილი თქვენებად გაივლით კურორტ ახტალაზე, აი ახტალის ტალახი გამოიყენება ჩვენთან თბილისში და არის უნიკალური და თავისი შემადგენლობით უახლოვდება იმ ტალახს, რომელიც მოიპოვება იტალიის ჩრდილოეთში. ჰიდროპატიული მკურნალოები. ეს არის შარკოს შხაპი, ცირკულარული შხაპი, აღმავალი შხაპი, წვიმის შხაპი, წყალქვეშა მასაჟები, საჭიროების შემთხვევაში წყალქვეშა დაჭიმები. ყველაფერი ის, რა დამახასიათებელია მსოფლიოში ნებისმიერ სპა დაწესებულებისათვის. ჩვენთან არის ფანტასტიკური სადიაგნოსტიკო საშუალება, სადიაგნოსტიკო აპარატურა, ყავს ფანტასტიკური კადრი საექიმო, ჩვენ ყველა მომსვლელს, ჯანმრთელს, არაჯანმრთელს, მოზარდს, ბავშვს, დასრულს გავატარებთ ძალიან ოპერატიულად სწრაფად. საათის განმავლობაში, 1 საათის განმავლობაში ოპერატიულად მივიღებთ ინფორმაციას, შეიძლება მისთვის თუ არა თქვათ აი ამ манипуляციების მიღება. ეს არის ევროპაში მეორე დედაქალაქი კურორტი. ანალოგი არის ბუდაპეშტში, ბუდაპეშტის ქალაქის ცენტრშია განთავსებული კურორტი და ინფრასტრუქტურა, საკურორტო ინფრასტრუქტურა ჩვენთანაც აბსოლუტურად იგივეა.
Coming here today has been really interesting. The treatments that they provide here are obviously steeped in long traditions, and the doctors who talk about them are very passionate about how they're helping people. I think if I was sick, I'd definitely come here and talk to the guys and see if they could help me.